When I got to 14, life changed completely. It was the first time my father had ever touched me, but not in the way that a father should ever touch a child. And he was the first out of maybe 7 or 8 men. Let's go. I know my clothes were torn. I was bleeding, I was hurting. But the thing I remember the most was that I just didn't want to be. I realised later on that I was pregnant from the night of the rape. I was taken to a clinic. How evil of a spirit can you be carrying? How dirty can you be? They kept saying that they had to kill me for the sake of honour. My father said I'd brought shame on not just the whole family, but the community. I was promised to the son of one of the men that had raped me. I spent 4 years in that marriage, and I didn't have anyone to ask for help. And I was used to being beaten. I was used to being slapped and kicked and being called fat and ugly because that's who I believed I was. I made my way to my friend's house who had offered to help. When I got to their house, my friend who was Punjabi wasn't there. She had gone to have an arranged marriage because her boyfriend, who was Nigerian, had told me that she's gone, you know, Bali's gone, she's no longer with me. Obviously I'd missed a lot because I'd been in hospital, I didn't know what was going on. And he said, what's happened to you, what's going on? And I explained to him, and he said, well, I've got a 2-bedroom flat, if you want to share with me, you have to pay me rent, but you're welcome to stay here. And he said, don't worry, I'll help you. But I was so grateful that someone had offered me a way out that I took it. And that night he took advantage of me and raped me. I ended up getting pregnant. My baby, when she was born, changed my life. And in a way, the way I wanted my mum to celebrate me, I celebrated her. I only told my daughter 2 years ago about my childhood, the sexual abuse, and how I was treated as a child because I was born a girl. I gave birth to Celeste, I gave her life, but she saved mine. My mother taught me how not to be a mother. I was let down time and time and time again, where nobody ever asked, what is this young girl doing here? But now I have forgiven, but I cannot forget. It's difficult, but I'm fighting for justice.
My name is Celeste, I'm Rita Oak-Jailer. I'm 29 years old and I'm a dentist, and I'm so proud to say that I'm Nina's daughter. You know, if anybody were to hear her whole story, they might think, how could one person have gone through all of that? But also, how could one person have allowed all of that to happen? Somebody said, well, why did she leave after the first thing happened? And if something happened in childhood, why would she allow anything to happen as an adult? Encouraging my mum was probably the best thing I've ever done in my life. And I remember going to see my mum once, and I said to her, if you don't leave, I fear that I may never see you again. I'm so proud to see all the things that you've been achieving recently. Recently becoming Woman of the Year. Woman of the Year, but you've always been Mother of the Year for myself since 1993. No matter who you're a mother to, happy Mother's Day.